Hey, welcome to another episode of the Sunday Social Podcast. My name is Derek,
I'm Jonathan.
and today we are talking all about Father's Day. We did a video a few weeks ago that did pretty well,
Yeah.
to my surprise, about our predictions for what Mother's Day was going to look like. And I want to say a lot of them were correct.
A lot of them were right on.
Like Mother's Day has passed. We've seen all the Instagram posts. I'm not going to say we're to take credit for it, but I'm pretty sure we gave some ideas to some churches.
And hey, there's another holiday coming up.
There is another holiday. We got Father's Day.
Father's Day.
Father's Day, the lesser known holiday.
The lesser, yes.
The lesser effort.
It's like the disciple. It was like James the Lesser.
Oh. There you go. That's Father's Day. So today we're predicting what is going to happen this Father's Day for 2025.
We've worked in churches a lot of our life,
Yes.
so we've seen a lot of things, and it tends to always be the same type of thing that happens every Father's Day, just with a slightly different spin on it.
A little difference. Yeah.
So these are our predictions. What's your first prediction for Father's Day?
There's going to be some sort of grill outside that's going to be making some sort of meat. Hot
Yes.
dogs, burgers. If you on
Red meat, though.
yeah.
High cholesterol meat.
Yes.
That's the truth. I feel like every decision we had was like either like beef jerky or like hot dogs or like root beer and brats.
Yeah. Can I have the real beer?
You can't have real beer.
You can have root beer. It's
You can
similar to
have
how moms had the
O'Doul's.
mimosas.
Mimosas, we got the root beer and brats.
Yes.
That is 100%. I feel like it's so funny because men in general are like stereotyped to a few different things.
Yeah.
And one of them is red meat. And it's valid. I'm not like a manly man, but I love a good steak.
I love how Father's Day is always like it's centered around this idea of like this super manly dude, even though that's like a very rare
Yeah.
like guy. It's like hunting and guns. I don't know. I
Burps.
mean, yeah. Burps.
I don't burp, guys. I don't.
But yeah, for sure red meat would be out somewhere, whether it's packaged as beef jerky or on a grill served.
I think similarly, the idea of hunting and fishing in some capacity, maybe that's because we're in Texas here.
Probably.
But there's a whole large portion of the United States that is in the hunting world.
Yeah.
Maybe if you're in like urban California, maybe if you're in like, even then, like apart from like New York City, like most of New York is hunting, right? Like
Well, you're wearing your dad's shirt today, I think.
I am
You're
wearing
about to go
a camo
hunting after
shirt.
this.
I wear camo ironically because I hate the idea of killing something, even though I love eating the animals. I don't personally want to kill it. Nothing against the eating of animals, though, or the killing of animals. Well, like, that's weird. I don't love killing animals, okay, guys?
Yes, so we're gonna have that. I think on that vein, I feel like there's gonna be like axe throwing. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe it's the real thing, or if you don't want to be liable, they also have like the Velcro ones.
Yeah, they
you
have,
know,
they have
like
the lawn
ones.
darts,
Oh yeah,
cornhole.
cornhole's a good one.
Those are the quintessential man games.
They have the one where it's like the two balls and it's like a string.
Yeah.
and you kind of loop it around.
You have to throw it in the loops, and that's what you do when you get your points.
I don't know how you win that one, but
Ping pong tables, very manly. And that's a reality. Like I can't see a ping pong table and not want to show off my skills, which are mediocre, I will say.
yeah.
But I still want to show them off.
Yeah, some sort of sport, like some sort of thing to show dads how good they are.
Yeah.
Because like one time we had like those basketball things, like what are those called? That they have them at arcades.
Oh yeah,
Where it keeps the score.
Yeah, like the basketball hoop toss throw thing.
I don't know what
yeah.
they're called. Yeah, my brain. But yeah, we had those, so where you can keep scoring, and dads would just go head to head, and
Yeah.
you can just tell it's like it's not even that serious, but
Yeah.
dads are just going at it.
It gets serious.
Oh yeah,
It inevitably gets serious. That's the thing, is competitiveness.
yeah.
manly.
Anyway, dads can be competitive. Like we did one time too on stage. Who can throw? We had like these these football like circles, and to see which
Or
dads
like
can
the combine thing, right?
Yeah, see which dad can make it in which and get points in 60 seconds or something. Like you're always just trying to see which dad is the best.
I know way more about football than I should because my wife watches football. So we were watching the combine the other day.
I love how you're honest about that.
Yeah, she's like super into football. And I was like, this is what they're talking about. And they do that. They throw the ball through the little thing to see if they're good at throwing.
Yeah.
I think it would be hilarious because this is what really matters, if you had who has the best son game.
Ooh.
Where you put your kid up there and they have to compete And that tells whether or not you're a good father. If your kid can beat the other kid.
That would be crazy.
You could do it in like beauty, which kid is the most attractive. You could do it in like smarts. You could do it in like athleticism. You could have all the competition and just humiliate the dads with how mediocre
Wrestling,
the kids are.
MMA.
MMA.
Some kids are in jiu-jitsu. You know?
When I first started going to my church, we went to this like Christmas party and we did like a ugly sweater contest, and me and my wife tied. We both tied. And then the guy who didn't know us very well, that was like emceeing, he's like, okay, we'll do a push-up contest to see who wins. Unbeknownst to him, I don't work out and my wife does CrossFit. So he was trying to help me out.
Yeah.
And instead he humiliated me in front of everyone.
Oh man, you got demolished.
I got demolished by my wife, and I'm okay with that. I'm a secure enough man to acknowledge that my wife is strong and I am a weak little man.
Weak little man. Okay, I feel like no Father's Day would be Father's Day without classic dad jokes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's the one day where dads can just let them all out.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's Father's Day. Can't say anything about it.
Yeah.
All the cheesiness comes out.
Hey, what do you call someone who hates people without toes?
I don't know.
Lactose intolerant.
What do you call someone that has only one knee and one toe?
Juanito?
Juanito.
Why? Wait. What do you call a dog with dynamite strapped to his chest?
I don't know.
A terrierist.
I feel like you made that one up.
I did make that one.
Okay.
Everyone I'm telling, how does a wildcat like his steak cooked?
How?
Rare. Dad jokes are where it's at. I saw a video, my church did this, and I think a lot of other churches did this, but the idea of like, they made a video of like dad joke survivors, where it's like my dad, I told my dad I was hungry, and he said, nice to meet you, hungry, I'm dad. And then it's like, now he can't eat breakfast without crying or something like that, like the subtitle after. I could see a lot of videos based on that.
Yeah, I feel like Mother's Day is always like the sentimental, sweet, you know, that, and Dad's is always like the humor side. It's always like the funny stuff.
And here's why: it's either making them feel great about themselves before service, because you're going to make them feel horrible about themselves during service.
Yeah.
Here's the next prediction: dads, you need to step up.
Yeah.
You need to be a real dad.
Man of the house.
Man of the house. You're shirking your responsibilities.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, moms always leave like empowered, like, oh my God, you're so amazing. You are the greatest thing. Dads are like, yeah. They're like, why did I show up to this?
It's like CrossFit, where like if you don't leave puking, you didn't have a good time.
Yeah.
And that's kind of, I feel like, what our approach to Father's Day is like, we're going to make you feel horrible.
Yep. I predict that there's a pastor out there, one of them is going to walk out to like the Home Depot theme song or something. Or like a classic
Not just
rock
one,
song.
that's going to be
all a
of them.
classic rock song or
Classic rock,
Home Depot. Something that's like super cheesy, manly.
Journey. Don't stop.
Oh yeah.
Believing.
Yeah. Or they'll probably have that. That's part of the creative set.
Somehow, with our prediction for Mother's Day was like a sweet Bruno Mars song for mom or Michael Bublé. This is going to be a classic rock anthem banger.
Yep. Like we did one year, because I'm thinking about the backdrop. Like, what would the Father's Day backdrop look like? One year we did where it was literally, it looked like you were in your garage. They had the tools on the wall.
Yeah.
Dads could wear the tool belt. You know, like just super, like if that's what every dad does.
Yeah.
Like I'm about to be a dad. I just sit behind a laptop all day. I don't even know how to use a drill.
I have a drill. I bought one like 2 years ago finally, and I use it sometimes. But that's all I got.
Yeah.
I think it's funny. Well, we looked up like Father's Day crafts when we were going to do this, and like every Father's Day craft ended up being a tool belt.
Yeah.
In some way with some sort of loving thing on it. That's the stereotype of men. Tools, meat, like, sports.
Like the sign could say, "Dad's my favorite tool." No, that would be
No. Oh. Here's another prediction. I anticipate a worship song that is inappropriately attributed to dads.
Yeah.
Like Good Father, Run to the Father, How Deep the Father's Love for Us.
Yeah.
Any other Father's songs?
Father. No.
Father Abraham
Father Abraham would be good.
had many sons.
Run to the Father. I think that is like
Run to the Father.
because well, you know what's funny? I did, because we predicted on the Mother's Day episode that they're gonna do, what's the one? And your children.
Yeah, the blessing.
Yes, that happened. I saw churches do that.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa, we're all thinking the same here. So I guarantee you, I'm gonna see on Instagram on the set list, Run to the Father. That's gonna be one for sure.
It's a good song.
It's
I'm not
easy.
hating on it.
Oh no, of course not. It's just too easy. Like,
Yeah.
That's easy set list right there. Run to the Father.
Run to the Father. What other predictions do we have?
I also predict that I feel like I've also seen some people give away stuff. Like I'm trying to think, what would they give away? If you're trying to give away to one person,
a grill.
Yeah, it's like a grill or like a
Blackstone.
or like a lawnmower.
A lawnmower.
It's either one of those. Like
A
just
smoker.
Yeah,
Smoked meats is definitely manly.
like a Traeger.
I do think it's funny that like almost every man in his either 40s or 50s becomes a griller or a smoker. Not a smoker, but like a smoked meat. Which is funny because I saw my pastor the other day. He just turned 50. And like every night now he posts his Blackstone grill experience. Like he got a Blackstone and now like that's his identity for the next 10 years, I guess.
Yeah. It's like you really get obsessed with meats or your lawn.
Yeah. Or bourbon if you're so inclined. Did you see that Shama for Reals bit about?
Was it like cigars and bourbon?
No, yes. He's like, why does every pastor named Josh?
Yeah.
And he's always ask you if you're a bourbon guy or a cigar guy. And it's funny because there is a pastor in my neighborhood who I forgot his name was Josh until I saw his wife. And I'm like, and she was talking about it. She's like, Josh. I'm like, wait, your husband's name is Josh? I'm like, is he into bourbon and cigars? She's like, every Sunday night, the boys come over. And I'm like, so I sent him the video. If you haven't seen the video, we'll link it in the notes below.
We'll put it down.
It's a great video, but
Shout out to
Shama. Bourbon and cigars, most churches are not brave enough to do that.
No.
Even though your pastor subscribes to those things, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, they wouldn't. I think I'm trying to think what would the kids ministry do for the dads? Like what have you gotten from your son?
My wife for Mother's Day got these like cute bookmarks with their pictures on it. I'm willing to bet it's going to be a toolbox, a toolkit of some sort.
Yeah.
A hammer. It's going to be a hammer with like,
with
unless the Lord builds it, they labor in vain.
With the drawing of you?
With a drawing of me.
Like, Dad, that's you. But it looks nothing like you.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. You get tools.
I think
little toolkit.
I think what would be fun though, here's what I would love to see more churches do is get a little bit deeper in the creative weeds about it. Mm-hmm. I think we have a stereotype of dads as like men. I think we make it about like the stereotypical men. But man, like I think it'd be fun if more churches did like the messy parts about being a dad or like the unexpected parts about being a dad. So like if you're like a girl dad, like I think it'd be fun to see dads like braiding hair and see who can do the best braid on their kid. Yeah. There's this, was it Dad Braids or something? It's his account on Instagram I started following. I don't have a daughter, but I just find it so intriguing that he like does braids for his daughter. And it's just like so wholesome to see this guy. Like he's like, he has a whole kit. He has a whole system. He's teaching other dads how to braid their daughter's hair. Yeah. I'm like, that's true. Like, that's what I think of when I think of a dad is like a dad who is like making his identity about his kids. Or like, I think it'd be funny if you had like dress up before service where you have like a princess tiara or like Paw Patrol where you could like wear the thing that your kids are interested in.
That would be awesome.
During service. I think that'd be amazing.
That would be cool. Yeah. Like if dads dressed up as their kids. So say it's a dad that has like a teenager dressed up as Gen Z. That would be awesome. Yeah, wearing the clothes, the baggy clothes and everything with the crop shirts. And that would be amazing to see a dad. Or speaking of dress, have you seen those videos where like all the wives in the church get together and they plot to get all the husbands to wear the same thing?
The same shirt.
That's classic. That's a classic one. That one, I feel like every year, no matter how many times you do it, it still hits.
I laugh every time, especially the more distinctive the shirt can be. I'm talking like a
like this. Like if we showed up like with this shirt.
You can get the exact same shirt. It's probably going to be like a red, white, and blue plaid shirt. Yeah. Like that, like those thick checkered plaid. Oh man.
It always gets me too when the pastor is a part of the prank too. Like the
pastor's the first one to show up. So he's feeling good about his clothes, his new shirt that his wife picked out for him. Yeah.
And then you always see that second guy. You're like, oh, well, maybe it's just a coincidence.
Like, what a
And then
strong
the
coincidence.
Third guy, you're like, and then it's like the fourth guy. They're like, all right, who the heck did this?
And then there's always the like 2 guests that day that weren't in on the prank, and they feel actually singled out weirdly enough
Poor
for dressing
guys.
normally.
Like their wives probably didn't check the text or something.
Or they're just guests. They're guests that
They're
day.
like the first time guests. And
Yeah.
They're just like,
So it's like, are you new here? Obviously.
but yeah, I think that's all of our predictions. I think if you do any of these, please let us know. We want to see. Mother's Day was awesome to see.
Drop a comment.
But drop a comment. We want to see. There's no shame. We're
Tag
here
us
to give
on Insta.
ideas. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're here to share ideas, and we've just been in ministry so long that we kind of already know what's about to happen.
Yeah.
So, yeah, other than that, thank you guys for tuning into this episode all about Father's Day. If you're a dad, happy Father's Day
Happy Father's Day.
from Sunday Social. We love you guys. We'll see y'all
Cue the music.
in the next episode.